Did you ever wonder how can I manifest my own desires faster and quicker? Do you ever thinking what for some people going a lot faster everything, followers creating more and faster and everything, and for others just goes nowhere? Me as a love coach and as a holistic fashion designer, I want to kind of review for you about one or two little tips. How can you, by developing your style, can attract and manifest more desires what you want? So why is this important to kind of really create your own personal style? As a fashion designer, I always say first impression is matters because you only get one time to make a first impression. But many times people trying to be as everybody else. So it's like, okay, if you see many gray people and you try and become one gray person, you not will be seen in the crowd, you not will be like nobody will be noticed you, and why to go and talk with you if they can talk with anybody next being only gray? So why do I have to reach out to you where you may be further or far away from me or something? You are gray anyway. So that's how people think. And really what we always trying to copy. We came from monkeys, as people say. So we are copying others and we are trying to be as other person because it looks like for other person it works. And many gurus say that. Go and find someone who already done that and copy them. Well, I do agree, some part. You copy some parts, but you have to find who you are. Because why do I have to then follow you? Why do I have to go and talk with you if I can go to that one who's already done 10 years in his own part where you want to catch up? So I know they kind of done more and they tried more and now they can help you go fast, and that's amazing. But you still have to have your own niche, kind of your own style, and you need to become a little bit more different. And it's very funny, but many people following can go crazy about Kardashians and about this and that, who's actually everybody watching. But why do we know about them? How did they find their own fame? And if you know Kardashians, because she made the sex tape, and actually her mom was suggesting go and spread it, let it live, because it's no good when there's nobody seen it. And actually she knows how people react, and that is a truth, because she admitted herself what, yes, they done it, and they done it really for the fame. Because if it's for two people it would never really known, but you would never known the Kardashians. But that's exactly how done Pamela Ardenson. But they saying it slipped out from the home and somebody noticed, and again it made her very popular. And that's why it's kind of changing our thinking in these times, and that's how many people trying to go and do what others done. So if you want to catch your fame very fast and just do like Britney, going to awards with no knickers and everybody shooting pictures, and she's popular again. Or someone, it's like, but that's those people. Nobody care if someone, they actually will laugh if someone, normal simple person, will go with no panties. Like, so what? Probably in the weekend every second one walks like that after a couple of drinks. And that's why nobody cares about those people, and then they very much care about that one because they want to fall, they want to see when someone falling, they want to see what from so rising high and big star and now falling down and all that. They want to shame and all that, and that's what they really do. And that's what is, nobody really cares how good they are, how important they are. It's just something to talk about. And that's why when it's YouTube show up, when it's all other sites show up, people started go crazy. How can I get more views? And you can buy views now. Like, it's easy. If somebody wants to buy views or something, they just pay money and it's easy. You don't need to take it off your panties or to fall from the cliff, or take selfie with the crocodile. People go crazy to be different. But again, they only copying someone mostly. So how can you do, like, and why is this important to be yourself, to manifest your desires? And of course, the first would be question, what is your desire? If you want to become popular and have more followers, I'm telling you, go and buy and you will have loads of followers. And yes, so what? So what? They all will be just fake followers. And maybe it's okay to do it. I don't know. Maybe that's fine. But I'm saying, if you buy followers, you know, then it's everything only bought. So it's kind of pretty fake. But that's okay if that's what you want. But the point is, how can you achieve what you want with your style? And that's a different story. If you will be different, like a little bit different, like no need to be completely different, but why is all, like, say, metal loving, like heavy metal music lovers wearing jackets, leather jackets, jeans, all the rough and all that? But people who loves heavy metal music would realize and recognize them in the street, and they would say, oh, you love Iron Maiden, well done. I love Harry, I love, all different names. I know a little bit because I was I had my boyfriend when I was teenager, and he loved heavy metal, and I was doing like a lot of up styles and all, with the leathers and jeans and my own black wearing clothes and all that. But that's again because we was in that heavy metal crowd and everybody was wearing it. But then when you go in the street, people nearly know who you are. So you telling for others who you are through your clothes, through your style, through your makeup, through your hair. And that's when I am holistic fashion designer. So I am very much connected with holistic side of me, of angels and, universe. And I'm very much connecting. A lot of my designers came from my, I don't know, higher powers and all that, from nature. And when I started saying I am holistic, people say, well, you not look like you are holistic, because holistic ones, they're not using any makeup, they're not using any this, they walking, like with, I'm like, well, that's those people, like that's them, leave them, that's fine. I'm not saying something wrong with them, but that's not mean I have to be like those people. It's nothing those or not those people. Like my teachers who I'm learning allergy healings, a lot of, she's wearing makeup, she's beautiful woman, like it's nothing wrong if I want to put on makeup. But people got used to this, like it was like you are this, so you only that way, or if you this, you only that way. But I am actually mixing and shaking a little bit different way. And that's what is amazing, what actually many people saying, I seen that in the shop, and it's remind me about you. I'm like, wow, that's nice, because someone can see nearly my style in there. And that's amazing, because if that means I am a little bit showing my own style, like stronger than just beautiful dresses, beautiful this. And I remember someone just said, yeah, that's you. Yeah, that's you. And I'm like, oh my God, that sounds so amazing. Because when you're creating something, sometimes, many times, as artists are, and if you are artists, you will really understand, you kind of a little bit thinking, oh, is anybody will like it, is anybody will understand it, and maybe somebody will buy it, like you kind of nearly feeling like, will I find someone who will like it as well as much, but they can spend money. And it's actually amazing because we are having fashion show now and this weekend, and I already sold one piece of my fashion show in my store, in my studio, because another lady seen it and she's like, oh my God, that's fab. And that's where the beauty it is. Like when I'm kind of feeling like a woman and I'm feeling, this is what I would like and this is a little bit different, the person can find it in the shop. Like 100%, you will not find what I do in the shop, in any boutique. Okay, my style is a little bit different. My style is unique, and that's when people say, "Oh, I like it," or they don't, or "Where would I go?" No, I don't know. And it's like some people are just afraid to stand out, and that's was the biggest kind of issue, not issue, like it's personal thing. And I'm not saying, like, when I going, I always love to be seen. It's not about look at me, it's about this is me, like this is who I am, and I expressing my who I am through my clothes. And of course, it's nothing about look at me, blah blah blah, I am the most richest, or wearing the most expensive diamonds. Anybody could buy it they want to, really. But I feel I want to be different because that's my personality, shows through that. And my personality is, I don't know, I'm telling for people who I am. And if they kind of understand, and if they not like kind of understands, you don't need to be understood by somebody, but at the same time you are attracting the same kind of people who likes the same things. So what happens, I'm starting attracting people who likes that thing. And then when I creating my manifestations, that's when I'm creating more connections. That's how I'm being invited to fashion shows. That's how I'm being invited to New York fashion shows, in Paris, in Venice, in Milan. I don't even remember all names, but actually all bigger cities, whereas only very, very, very high fashion designers comes. And I'm like, oh my God, yes, it's kind of a little bit shaky. But if you see Chanel design and you see, say, Dolce Gabbana or Versace, you know straight away what that's those people's design, those designers. You know that designer made that because they have their own kind of signature. And that's when people starting realizing, what if I be me, or not just copying. Like if we copying everybody, we will be all the same. So why should I go to that person? I can go to that person because it's just the same. And that's when it comes this different manifestations and attractions of people who is in the same kind of vibe. Just like I was saying, like some people like love holistic festivals, and then they all comes, that kind of type of people who's happy, who is this kind, and he's that, all that kind of type, as if it's like heavy metal music coming. There will be different kind of people, like they wearing leathers, they wearing, and I remember I went into the Guns N' Roses, and I love it, and it was everything perfect. And I was actually with my boyfriend at that time, and we was talking which song will be first, and he was like, "No, I think that will be that one." I don't even remember what he said. I said, "No, it will be first one will be Welcome to the Jungle," and he's like, "No, no, that will be probably last one." I said, "No, I think he's inviting everybody and will say." Welcome to the jungle. And when Hero come in, first song was Welcome to the Jungle. I'm like, oh my God, I kind of like understand what I would say if I would be in his place, because this is like a jungle. So many amazing people, who loves the same music. And that's another jungle for that kind of type of people. And what's so funny? Everybody was wearing black leathers, black jeans, black. And what do I wear? White dress. my fella was like, "Are you okay? You know where you're going?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know where I'm going, because this is how I want to like express myself. I want to have fun in the white dress." And I'm telling you, I got so many compliments because I really was different. And I didn't done especially like, but just I wanted to be in white. And you kill me if you want to, but this is what I want. Of course, I have a leather jacket, but I was having white dress. I don't know why. I just felt I want to. It was summer. It was lovely. It was sunny day. And then, of course, coming into the night, but I was with the boots, with the white dress, and with the leather jacket. I thought it was fab. And I was looking fab, but everybody was like, "Ooh la la, who is this girl?" And I was noticed. And yes, boyfriend at that time was not very impressed. Like, why is this happening? Why is she seeing too much? And that's why is it different. If you're going somewhere and you're looking exactly the same, and I'm not saying you have to be always different, but you be yourself. So if you're going into holistic, yes, go and put on whatever you want. But if you want to put on black leather jacket, if you're not afraid to be shot because of the greens, but it's really be yourself. And that's how you will attract people who like that, or even maybe first time realizing, oh, I never thought I like that. So don't be afraid of your art. Don't be afraid of doing and expressing yourself through your hands, your heart, your mind, and putting this out there. Because I'm meeting a lot of people who's actually saying, I'm afraid to show up because people will laugh. Well, if somebody will laugh, have a good laugh together and have a good fun. But really, nobody would laugh. Or if they would, why? Why is that bothering you? They will never be your client, and they never be your kind of person who will be following you and admiring you. So who cares? So if you have a problem and you're feeling like you would like to show your design, your style, your and attract more manifestation to your life, send me a private message and book the future planning session, free one, or just become my friend, become my following, and actually share with your friends. Maybe you have your friend who's actually a little bit afraid of showing off, maybe a little bit very much afraid to be herself or himself, and but actually you can see they have a potential to attract more manifestation into their life. Otherwise, I talk to you soon, and I hope you joining us on this fashion show this Saturday in Hilton Hotel, and I hope I see you there. Otherwise, I see you tomorrow. Talk to you then.